name is Duy Vo. I'm from southern of Vietnam, from Saigon. I'm 59 years old. I came to United States in 1991. Actually, I went to, I came to U.S. as under the, at that time they call it the HO program, which is like humanitarian refugee program. So because my father worked for the U.S. government in Vietnam, southern Vietnam, before the southern regime collapsed in 1975. He worked for the U.S. government for 18 years. So under that program, so they consider, okay, I'm the refugee, so I can come to U.S. under that program. Actually, I flew here, so it's not a very interesting story. But before I can come to U.S. in 1991, my family tried to escape the communists since 1978, 1978 until 1981 and 82. So we probably about the story about the boat people, right? So try to escape the country by boat. Actually, that's a very small boat. Usually, we just escape we just ride on this about 12 meters long boat across the ocean to try to get to Philippines or Thailand or either Hong Kong. And then I tried a few times, but I got caught. There's one time I got caught and they put me in jail for like 2 months because that time I was like underage. So they let me go. The second time I went out to the open sea for like 2 days and I caught the storm and my ship almost sinking, almost sunk. And then luckily we fixed it and then we just go back. So when we came back and then we got caught again by the communist police and then they put me in jail for like the whole year. And they put me in the labor camp, what they call the concentration camp, and with hard labor for 1 year. And after that they let me go. So when I come back, and back in 1982, 83, and then I just gave up the idea of going by boat. So, and wait until 1991. So I went under the refugee program sponsored by the U.S. The labor camp, it's just like, you work under the guard. They always have like, they carry AK-47 and they guard you, and then they have you working hard labor, taking the train for or clearing the wood. So it's hard labor, and then we work 6 days a week, and every day they just assign the job and we have to finish that up. So if we couldn't finish it up, and then we have to just like the Sunday we have to come and then finish up. So it's like, once they assign the job, you have to finish it. The first reception is, wow, I didn't see any police around. So that's my first perception because, in Vietnam, under the communists, they have police everywhere. Every corner of the street, they have police standing there. And even, during the tough time back in the 80s, they just, they just arrest people for no reason. They just say, okay, any young people, because we in the South, which belong to the ex-regime, and then when the communists come and then they took over the Southern as a dangerous, people. So they don't want to have the young people walking around. They have to identify those people, make sure they don't do anything against their government. So if you got caught on the street, and they pull you over, they stop you, and then they ask for any ID, and if you don't have it, they arrest you and they put you in the jungle for hard labor for no reason, and then they just concentrate people like that in order to secure their government. So that's the reason why when we came here, I say, oh, wow, there's no police here. That's completely different from Vietnam. I was lucky because, when I came here, I came to San Jose. And then we already have relatives around. The Vietnamese community here is big, and then we have relatives here. And then we got support. So that's we don't feel like I've lost. So it's like, okay, this is a new life, but and we were happy to start that new life with more freedom than in Vietnam, which is we have no hope. The hardest part is is because when I came here, I was already 28 years old, so it's like kind of late to start. And then, of course, we need to adapt to the new environment, and we need to learn English. We need to go to school to catch up, and also need to find to make the living too. So that's we have to work harder in order to catch up with people already been in here, and also to people just like my relatives, my cousin, they already came here in 1975, so they already established their career. For me, it's like, oh, now we have to run in order to catch up. I went to, just like go to community college, and then at the same time I had to work. So found some job, work in daytime, and then, go to community college at nighttime. So I made it, finally.